The law of attraction and why debt is blocking your abundance. Debt is a word that carries so much weight, doesn't it? For some people, it feels normal. It's just a way of life. But let me tell you something today. Debt isn't just a financial burden. It's an energetic block. It's like a chain around your ankles, keeping you stuck in one place when your soul was meant to soar. And if you're here, you already know. You're ready for freedom. Not just financial freedom, but the kind of freedom that makes you wake up excited every single morning. Today, we're going to talk about how debt affects not just your wallet, but your energy, your mindset, and your ability to attract abundance. Let's dive in. When you're in debt, you're operating in the energy of lack. And let's get real for a second. What does law of attraction teach us? That what you focus on, you attract. Debt keeps you focused on what you do not have. The money you owe, the bills stacking up, and the stress that comes with it. It keeps your attention locked on problems instead of possibilities. And here's the thing. Debt isn't just a number in your bank account. It's an emotional contract. It creates fear, anxiety, and desperation. It whispers to you at night. What if I can't make this payment? What if something goes wrong? What if I'm stuck like this forever? That fear energy blocks the flow of abundance faster than anything else. Why? Because fear and faith can't exist in the same place. And abundance comes through faith. Faith in yourself, in the universe, and in your ability to attract opportunities. So here's the truth. Debt isn't just about math. It's about mindset. Debt keeps you chasing, not creating. Think about this. When you're in debt, your mind is constantly in survival mode. You're working to cover payments, not to create wealth. It's like you're running a treadmill, always moving, but never getting anywhere. And the law of attraction can't work in your favor if your focus is stuck on surviving instead of thriving. Now, some people might say, but Jeremy, I use that as leverage. I make a return higher than my interest rate. Let me tell you something. That's not abundance. That's a gamble. That is risk. And gambling doesn't create wealth. It creates stress. Abundance flows where clarity lives. And debt clouds your clarity. It makes you reactive instead of proactive. It keeps your energy stuck in repayment instead of receiving. So the real question is, do you want to chase money or do you want to attract it? Debt is rooted in impulse and emotional decisions. Now let's get to the root of it all. Behavior-based. It's all behavior. Debt isn't just a math problem, it's a behavior problem. It's about the impulse to have something now instead of creating the patience to attract something better later. Think about it. When you're buying something you can't afford, it's not about the item, it's about filling a void. It's about trying to feel abundant when your mind has caught up with the truth that you already are. When I went and I purchased my vehicle using debt, I put it on 84 months, which is crazy. And that's because I'm like, oh, I can afford the monthly payment, so I'm just gonna go in a debt on this car. Meanwhile, that ended up costing me $50,000. Think about that. $50,000. I went on behavior and wanted it on impulse because I could afford the monthly payment. But that's not how it works. Because if I can afford the monthly payment on a vehicle that is way too much in the first place, and then the second you drive it off the lot, it loses 20% of its value, that is a bad purchase. So when I did that, I made a terrible purchase. And they will let anybody drive off the lot that is approved. Even though I could technically afford the monthly payment, think about it. $700 a month I am paying for the next 84 months. Does that not sound crazy? Imagine If I invested that $700 a month every month for 84 months, I would have doubled my money if I invested it. Instead, that $50,000 will end up being probably about $10,000 in that 84 months. Debt is a distraction from your own power. It says, I need this to feel better, but you don't need anything external to feel abundant. The law of attraction works from the inside out. When you align your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions with abundance, you'll start to notice something incredible. Opportunities show up, ideas flow, solutions appear, and all without the weight of debt dragging you down. When you have debt on your shoulders, it makes it very hard to do anything or be creative because you're constantly worrying about, oh, I have to make so much every week because I have to pay this payment. So it hurts your creativity because you're so focused on paying off that debt. And then you're so focused on keeping that mirage going with that brand new car you have and those brand new clothes you have. And I'm talking to the people that can't afford these things. I'm not talking to the people who, have all of that money and of course you're paying cash. How to break the cycle and become a magnet for abundance. So how do you get there? How do you break out of the debt cycle and step into abundance? Clarity creates confidence. Write it all down. Know exactly what you owe and decide that it isn't your story anymore. Put yourself on a budget. Know where every single one of your dollars are going. And then when you do that and you realize that you're spending too much money, then you can cut those expenses. But until you put yourself on a budget and you know where your money's going and you're conscious and aware of that, then you can change. Shift your energy. Stop saying, I can't afford it. Start saying, how can I create it? Questions open doors, statements close them. Take inspired action. Pay off the smallest debt first. Build momentum. Every step forward is proof to your subconscious that you're winning. It all starts with small wins. That's why it's better to pay off a small debt first over the highest interest rate first, because your brain will be like, oh my God, I paid this off. This is awesome. And then it'll help you pay off debt faster. It's called the snowball effect. Speak abundance. Declare it out loud every day. I attract opportunities. Money flows easily to me. I am free. Detach from the past. Debt might have been part of your journey, but it doesn't define your destination. You have to let go. You have to learn to let go. In order to consciously create your reality, you have to let go of these past things, and you have to realize the problems that you had, but you also have to look for the solution and then let go of those problems you had because they don't exist anymore, because you fixed them. Debt isn't just numbers on a page. It's energy, and the energy of debt can't exist in the same space as abundance. You don't need debt to create wealth. You need faith, focus, and discipline. To align your mind with prosperity and take steps to clear the clutter, physically and financially, the universe responds. Opportunities appear, doors open, the law of attraction starts to move in your favor. But it all starts with one decision: to stop living in lack and start living in abundance. Now it's your turn. Leave a comment below. What's one step you're taking today to shift into abundance? And if this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, we're creating a world where money serves us, not controls us. And I'll see you in the next one.